let's do an update on my MVP standings. I guess we're really early in this. Again, it really doesn't get started till after Christmas. We'll really start to dive into these bad boys and do them weekly. People have been asking me about them. I will tell you my 3-1 MVP. All right, at number 3, I got a Kyrie Irving. He's leading his Boston Celtics team. They won 16 games in a row. They're number 1 in the Eastern Conference. They currently stand at 19-4. Kyrie has been phenomenal. They currently hold the best record in the league. Should he be higher? Now, you can give me that argument, but the reality is Kyrie is leading this team. They're better as a team the way Kyrie Irving is playing, but individually, he's not been the guy statistically that he was last year. His stats are a little down, but it's helping them win. But when we're talking MVP, it doesn't make for an MVP, right? He's not even leading his team in assists. He's averaging 23 a game. Marcus Smart actually leads the team in assists at 5.3. Kyrie's averaging 5.2. His assist-to-turnover ratio is 2.4. Listen, Kyrie's a phenomenal basketball player. To me, the clutchest guy in the league, the best finisher in the league. I love me some Kyrie. And we're not talking about Kyrie and what he hasn't done when I name these other two guys. It's more about what these guys have done. And number 2, I got LeBron James. Listen, in year 15, he's averaging 28 points, 8.5 assists, and 8 rebounds a game. This is LeBron James. This is the guy who's dominated the league for pretty much a decade and a half. He's the king. This Cleveland Cavalier team, if you have not seen them, without LeBron James, they're still not good. A lot of people thought that they would fix these problems when you bring in a Jay Crowder, when you bring in a Dwayne Wade, a Derrick Rose. Tristan Thompson can't stay healthy. Derrick Rose, he's not even with the team right now. Isaiah Thomas, he ain't even around right now. And what has LeBron James done with this Cleveland Cavaliers? They're currently on a 10-game winning streak. But this Cavs team, what they have done, they're third in the Eastern Conference now, and they're going to catch Detroit and end up number 2. 15-7. They got off to a rough start. LeBron is coaching this team. He's figured it out. It took him about a month, and I'm taking LeBron James. They didn't just beat some bottom feeders in this 10-game winning streak. They beat the Detroit Pistons. What are the Pistons? Well, they're currently second in the Eastern Conference. All right? They beat a New York Knicks team that's pretty good in Madison Square Garden. They beat the 76ers. Philly looks to be pretty good this year. So they beat a couple teams, right? Their winning streak is pretty much about the same as Boston's. Boston just beat Golden State. I'll give you that. LeBron is value. What is the name of this award? It's the most valuable player. If you take LeBron James away, I'd argue if you took LeBron, Kyrie, and the guy that I'm about to name away from their teams, LeBron's Cavalier team would be the worst. LeBron is value. Very valuable. And had LeBron's team beat this guy's team, he'd be number 1. I got to give it to James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Look, it's time James Harden wins an MVP award. I thought he got screwed. Steph Curry's first MVP award back in 2015. I thought he had a case last year, but I wasn't mad at them giving it to Russell Westbrook because the brother averaged a triple-double. But this year, all James Harden is doing is averaging 31.5 points a game. He's the only guy over 30 points a game in the league for an average. He's averaging 9.8 assists a game. That leads the NBA right now. And he's leading his Houston Rockets team to the best record in the Western Conference. Listen, James Harden is a phenomenal basketball player. He did most of this without the services of Chris Paul. They've already beat the defending champs. They beat him on opening night. James Harden has upped his game again. He's committing a little bit more to defense. Every year he gets a little bit closer to being a better defensive player. Their point difference is 10.8. That's tops in the NBA. They're on a 6-game winning streak currently. Their last 10, they're 9-1. They're averaging 114 points a game. They're tough to beat. They're 8-2 in the Western Conference. 9-1 on the road. They're actually better on the road than they are at home. They just got Chris Paul back, but Chris Paul is learning to be a pea to this pot, right? And James Harden is the ingredient that stirs all this thing together. James Harden has been phenomenal. If they keep this up, this is his award to lose. He beat LeBron head up, and I got to give him the slight edge right now. I do believe if you took Harden off this team, the Rockets would still be comparable. If you took LeBron off the Cavs, they wouldn't be. But I got to give this award right now at the season end of the day. James Harden is the most valuable player.
I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on Itsmrtaliaferro.com, shawty.